Hello, welcome to the channel. Ah, this is getting a bit exciting. Uh, so, in this video, I'll be starting a new project based on what we've covered in recent videos. So, let me just a quick reminder what we did. There was like a lots of um, discussion about uh, various tube screamer like pedals. We went through a lot in previous weeks, and it was, I hope it was interesting, hope it was informative, and I think, and if I hope it's not me talking just for myself. I learned a lot um, through this, so it is exciting. I think we should use this knowledge and now build our own pedal. Some crazy DIY tube screamer like pedal that can do a lots of things. And you know, uh, just before I move on, make sure to look into description. There's a link to this. Anything I cover in this video will be on my website. So just make sure to check the details of the video. But let's discuss what is the most important thing when we are making our own design or our own project. So I think, and I don't know if you agree with me, that the most important thing is the name of the project. So I was thinking about it for a while, and I came up with name Kleena. So there you go, Kleena. Kleena is a queen of Banshee, at least here in Cork, and there are various myths, uh, you know, there are various myths relating Kleena in Irish mythology. Uh, I love this one that she's said to have three brightly colored birds who eat apples from an otherworldly tree and whose sweet song heals the sick people. Exactly what we're trying to do here, right? To touch other people, to heal people with our music. And if Kleena was playing guitar, this is the pedal she would be using to spread the love. Okay, I'm sure there there are some less uh, happy myths about this, but uh, let's leave it at this. Kleena it is. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, give it your own name. But I love this. Um, anyway, so let's talk quickly what I'm going to cover in this. We did cover a lot of ground here, and we saw lots of differences between various tube screamers. The original one, then I did some scaled and minimized version of that, and I'm going to be building upon that a tiny bit. Then what is the difference with Super Overdrive, Boss's take on it, and then Zach Wild's one, what are the differences? And I think we got a pretty good idea. The circuit looks pretty similar. It has clipping and tone section, and what I was thinking, for this first kickoff video, we'll play with clipping section. And let's see, I have it here. Let's bring it full zoom. So what I was thinking, this part here is pretty much standard. I didn't change much there. Um, I made some choices about pots that doesn't really matter in this particular case a lot. Uh, but what I thought to try out for this video, I thought to add a three-way switch. It's a single pole triple throw in this schematic, but you'll see when I breadboard it, I'm just kind of going to rewire it quickly. One part of this kind of acts like a high pass filter, um, and this is what you would find in tube screamer like pedal. I was thinking, I was intrigued. Maybe I wanted to get a different voicing for this, so I took rat like um, this filter. It is the first stage, clipping stage or gain stage of the rat pedal. Now it won't sound like rat, but the idea of shaping the sound in that way is there. It won't sound like rat because obviously uh, it, rat is has way more gain and it's a different clipping type. So don't expect that. But the idea of shaping the part that does the clipping, the signal that gets clipped is there. So let's hear how that sounds. And then I thought to add transparent. Nice buzzword, right? Uh, but this one does not. While these have they don't um, amplify the signals from the whole frequency spectrum the same. This one amplifies nearly the whole audible frequency spectrum. So let's hear how that sounds. But here the idea is to try 3 different voicings to see if that has a reasonable difference in sound that it's worthwhile putting into a pedal. So that's the goal. The goal is to hear how that sounds. Now, let's breadboard it. I'll do this. You see, I marked here 1, 2, 3, the 3 options. So I'm just gonna unplug here and plug it into these points during the demo and see if we hear anything interesting that we like. All right, that I think it was interesting. My playing wasn't up to par, but you know, I think you got a pretty good idea. Uh, how did that sound? So you know, the tube screamer part sounded pretty much as you expected. I thought that rat version sounded very harsh a bit. Lots of highs there, but and transparent one had lots of lower end. It was a bit boomy for me. But the thing is, what is important to just realize that we didn't have any tone section there, tone control. So when we add tone control, it might sound different. But the idea here was to show that with very little change in components, we get three different, quite different sounding versions of the pedal. So I thought this was interesting to go forward with this. So we'll see in the next part, I'll be covering these diodes and different types of clipping, and then we're gonna expand on that, and hopefully we get in the end a pedal that makes sense and that we can be proud of designing. So until next time.